Good morning. It's April 14th, 2022. I'm Mary Anna Mancuso. This is Mornings with Mancuso. Friends, do you remember after the 2020 presidential election when Republicans, some of them high level in the administration, started saying that in fact there was voter fraud and that's why Joe Biden won the election, which is in fact patently false? Well, interestingly enough, former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows to former President Donald Trump yesterday was removed from the voter rolls in North Carolina for, that's right, you guessed it, committing voter fraud. He had supposedly a residence in North Carolina. He was renting a double-wide trailer from September 19th, 2020, and then voted in North Carolina but did not live in North Carolina, which is fraudulent. You must vote where you live because he was living in Virginia. Really bizarre story, but the fact of the matter remains that voter fraud, when happens, it is very rare, not common. Nonetheless, the fact that the former Chief of Staff was the one committing voter fraud while peddling conspiracy theories about voter fraud, the irony isn't lost on me. What constitutes genocide? Many of us would look at the Ukraine situation and say that Russian atrocities on Ukraine is in fact genocide. President Biden would also agree. Earlier this week, he formally labeled the Russian atrocities in Ukraine as genocide. However, the State Department, who's actually responsible for determining whether something is genocide under the legal definition, they are yet prepared to make that determination. We'll see what happens, but I'm curious, do you agree? Do you think Russian atrocities should be labeled genocide on the Ukraine people? Friends, I think we were getting excited a little too early. Let's hold the celebration on ditching our masks because it looks like the CDC yesterday has extended its mask guidelines for planes, trains, buses, as well as subway stations if you live in bigger cities. And you will have to continue to mask up beyond the April 18th deadline. So originally CDC said April 18th you were able to ditch your masks and you could ride without a mask, fly without a mask. It was going to be fantastic. Unfortunately, they've extended it for another 2 weeks, and now the new date of expiration will be on May 3rd. As always, be great, nothing else pays. I'm Mary Anna Mancuso. This is Mornings with Mancuso.